Hey everyone, it's Aldo Gandia, and I'm excited to present to you a sneak peek of some of the extra audio you will receive if you subscribe to our Patreon page. Patreon is a crowdfunding platform. It's just basically a website that allows you to subscribe to Barroom network material, and that money is then used to pay for our expenses. We have actually 3 different levels for the Barroom network. One is just a simple donation. A second tier is for $5 a month. And in return for those $5, we'll send you extra audio from some of our shows and some new programming. For instance, this highlight clip that I've put together of the Chicago Bears talking about the Mitchell Trubisky-Nick Foles quarterback change in Sunday's game against the Falcons. And in our top tier, for only $10 a month, you'll get the extra audio plus discounts to our merchandising store and an opportunity to talk to our Barroom show hosts like David Schuster, Mike North, John Buffone, the crew from the Barfly Tailgate Show, and others. That'll happen with a monthly Zoom call that you'll be invited to participate and have interaction with our show hosts. So take a listen to this free extra audio, and then later this week, go over to bearsbarroom.com. You'll see a link there to our Patreon page. Then pick the subscription service you prefer, and then just sit back and listen and watch all the great material we'll be posting on our Patreon page. And hopefully, we'll get a chance to talk to you on our Zoom calls. Now, let's get on to our special preview, this one being all about the reaction from Chicago Bears players about the Nick Foles-Mitch Trubisky quarterback change. Sunday, September 27th, 2020, Week 3 of the NFL season. That's when Mitchell Trubisky, the Chicago Bears' first-round draft pick, 2nd overall, the so-called franchise quarterback of the future, was officially pulled from a game for his performance. Nick Foles came in and immediately started running the offense, and the Chicago Bears pulled off an upset in Atlanta. We're going to hear the post-game comments from Mitchell Trubisky, Nick Foles, Jimmy Graham, Akeem Hicks, and Allen Robinson. But we'll begin first with head coach Matt Nagy immediately talking to the media about the emotion involved in the game.
We're super fired up that we won, but there are a lot of emotions that go into that. And I, to start off, when you start looking at some of the injuries, unfortunately, it looks like Tariq Cohen, after we get confirmation, looks like he did end up tearing his ACL. So that'll be a big blow to us there with that, which is unfortunate. I'm so proud of that kid, and he's been really growing. And so that part you don't like. Obviously the quarterback situation, as it can be. There's a lot of emotions that go into that. These kids, these players, and so that was a move that we ended up making, and so. But we're super fired up that we won the game.
There's no doubt that the season-ending injury to Tariq Cohen was a huge emotional blow to this team. But they fought, and they won. And they won because of Nick Foles, in large part because of Nick Foles, and the removal of Mitchell Trubisky. Matt Nagy was asked, when did he know he had to make the quarterback change?
I think really when I knew it was the interception there on 3rd down. We were struggling on 3rd down a lot. We weren't producing points in the red zone, and I just think that sometimes there's a gut feeling as to when to do it, and that seemed like the right time. And it's never fun. You guys understand these relationships that we build with these guys, these players. They're strong relationships, and it's not easy, but it's there's personal relationships and past relationships, and that's just where we're at that time.
Nagy says he talked to his coaching staff at halftime about a potential move.
We discussed it. I just think that there was a little bit of we were lacking a little bit of a rhythm. There wasn't a lot of energy. There was just something missing a little bit. And again, I always say, it's when you're playing quarterback, there's only one of them. And no matter what, usually when things are going really well, you get all the credit when you probably shouldn't. And when things are not going well, you get all the blame when you probably shouldn't. But at the same point in time, that comes with the job. And we discussed it, but we wanted to be able to go out and just kind of get a feel for how things would go. And then really when that interception occurred, I think you just kind of felt like, okay, we gotta make a move here.
Trubisky was asked how that move was announced to him.
Yeah, it wasn't Matt. It was Coach Laser. It kind of happened out of nowhere. He just said, Nick is up, and that was that. So I just accepted the news. I had Nick's back, like he's had mine, and the situation sucked, but it was just the flow of the game, how it was happening. Coach made a decision that he felt was best for the team, and I'm really happy for this team. I mean, they battled back, and it was awesome to get a W, but it sucks to get news like that, but that's just how it goes. I just got to control what I can control.
Nick Foles also talked about the emotions involved in making the quarterback change.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of emotions, and that's the toughest part of the game. And I think the biggest thing, and I've said it from the beginning, this is how I approach the game. The QB room, the foundation of it should be, friendship, getting to know each other, being brothers. And, that stayed true to today. He was amazing. I've been where he's been, and it's not easy. But he was supporting me 100%. I know the emotions are real because I've been there. I've been there recently. But I'm grateful that, throughout training camp and throughout the start of this season, we've continued to build that relationship to where when something like this happens, that it really sucks. It does. We're able to be genuine and support each other through it all. And that's why this game, when you can do it the right way, is really special. Mitch Trubisky's an outstanding quarterback. He's got a bright career ahead of him. This is just one day. And I know throughout my life, anytime I've had trials and everything, it's equipped me to be a better person and a better player. Not saying that you wish that on anyone, but we'll be there, and I'm excited to go to work. I don't know what the situation is or whatever, but I was really grateful for how he handled it today. He's a team guy, and he showed that leadership today.
Jimmy Graham, the Bears tight end who caught 2 touchdown passes, one from Trubisky and one from Foles, was asked about the quarterback change and how he felt.
It was obviously a difficult decision, and I just knew that we needed to make a play going into it and put a drive together. For us, this is a big group unit. We do everything together. We pick each other up at our lowest moments, and we're there to celebrate on a big win. So, for us, it was literally just stay focused and just try and march back.
Akeem Hicks was asked his reaction to the quarterback change and whether he talked to Mitch Trubisky.
It's above my pay grade, to be frank and honest with you. I would say this: you want the best for every guy. I've been in a position before. I'll talk about myself. I've been in a position before where I was, not the person that they needed to play in that position. And you have to accept that, and you have a choice to make. The choice you make is whether you give up or you keep pushing. And that will determine a lot. But to answer your question, it's above my pay grade. I don't have anything to say on that.
Back to Trubisky, he was asked about the interception that he threw that prompted the change by Coach Nagy.
I was just working through my progression. I didn't see the defender in front of Jimmy, and we just weren't on the same page. I was trying to give him the ball going out the backside, and I didn't see that defender in front of him. So I just got to see in front of the throws and make better decisions, and obviously got to play better to keep my job. So if it all falls back on me for not playing better in the first half, and when you have crappy plays like that, then you put it out of your hands, and it is tough.
Trubisky was asked if the move by Matt Nagy to go to Foles was merited.
I mean, it's always one game at a time. What I did the first week and the second week doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter was we weren't doing too well in the first half, and Coach felt like making a change and taking me out would help us do better. And the only thing I can control is me playing better. And when I had those reps in the first half, and I didn't do that, so I gave him an opportunity to pull me. He did, and it is what it is. So you just got to move forward, accept it, and continue to be a great teammate. But it's just a tough deal sometimes.
Allen Robinson, who had a super game, 10 catches for 123 yards and a big touchdown, was asked about his emotion when he saw Nick Foles go out at the quarterback position.
Everything happened so fast, in the game, you don't really have too much time for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody's trying to continue to help win the game. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing. It's a lot of stuff that goes on around you. So for us, it's just like, let's keep doing what we're doing. And we're kind of in a 2-minute kind of like tempo. So let's just continue to go out here, play ball, and try to make plays.
Almost seems to me that some of these players may be happy that Mitchell Trubisky was benched in favor of Nick Foles. Keem Hicks didn't offer any consolation at all to Mitchell Trubisky. Did Allen Robinson say anything that he felt bad about Trubisky? No? Perhaps I'm reading too much into it, but I do know this. These guys play hard. They sacrifice so much of their bodies. And when they see a teammate not meeting expectations, their frustration grows. And if there's another player on the team who can play better, they probably welcome that change. Okay, this has just been a small preview of the extra material you will receive if you subscribe to the Barroom Network's Patreon page. We'll have more information on how you can do so in the coming days. So set aside $5 or $10 a month, and I promise you, we will inundate our Patreon page with great material for you. Thanks for listening, everyone.